Hi YouTube, this is DaisyPapa8989 over here with my deck profile. Deck I'm bringing you today is Disaster Dragons. I've been running this deck for a year now after getting inspired to make this deck after reading and seeing Richard Clark play this at Shonen Jump LA and at his Nationals performance in 2009. And what I like about this deck is that it can play extremely conservatively at like anti-mana, and it can explode just like X-Saber. So this deck has a lot of versatility, and in my opinion, it's actually a tier 1 deck. So without further ado, let's get it started. First off is 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. These are the backbone of the deck. These can be special summoned extremely easily, and they can they can create a free special summon from your hand or graveyard. And best part is that since they're 2800 beaters, your opponent has a hard time getting over them without the help of spells or trap cards. Next, what I have is 3 Red Eyes Wyverns. Basically, these are the monster reborns of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Basically, remove it from play when they're in your graveyard. Special summon a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from your graveyard as long as you haven't set a monster or normal summon a monster during the turn. Next is 3 Mass Dragons. The Mass Dragons are the recruiters of the Disaster Dragon deck, and they can. What's great about them is that they can help you change the tempo of the game by searching out tuners for synchro summons, or searching out for totem dragons to tribute for your darkness metals, or other tribute dragons such as Light and Darkness Dragon or Prime Material Dragon, or they can search out Exploder Dragon, which you can use to ram into a bigger monster that's annoying you on the field. Next, what I have is 2 Vice Dragons. These are the Cyber Dragons of the deck. They're great for creating quick synchro summons, and they're great removal fodder for Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Next is 2 Quackmare Dragons. These cards block out the special summoning of lighter dark monsters, and my friends call these guys the Bastard Dragons because my friends, they run Lightsworn decks, they run Black Wings, and they run Chaos decks, so they really hate these guys. Since lighter dark special summonings are on the decline, I only run 2 now instead of 3. Next is 2 Blizzard Dragons. I am trying these out. They're actually working out pretty well. What's great about them is that you can freeze a opponent's face down monster, preventing them from flipping it up in case you're worried about a Raikou, or freezing a bigger monster and preventing it from attacking. Great cards, really working out really well. Next is 2 Delta Flyers, the tuners of the deck. Basically, simple effect, raise the level of another monster you control by 1. And what I love about this card is that they can create level 8 synchro monsters even if you control a level 4 monster. Really nice. Next is Light and Darkness Dragon. Literally, I love this card. It tries to negate, and it negates anything, if everything, and me and my friends call this the cock blocker of the deck because of that. Love it, plus it's free revival when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Next is Prime Material Dragon, Monster Protection. Always need that in any format or in any deck. Exploder Dragon destroys a monster when whatever monster that kills it. Great for getting rid of pesky Colossal Fighters or Blackwing Armor Masters or any big attack point monster that's in your way. Next is Totem Dragon. Basically acts as 2 tributes for a dragon type monster, and when it's a graveyard, it acts as a treeborn frog, and which it will just revive itself. Only downside is that it can only be activated once, since after it's special summoned this way, it's removed from the field. Next is 2 Gold Sparks. Great for searching out key cards that you need. Obvious to run it since this deck doesn't have any draw power. 2 MSTs. Obvious to run these. 2 Books. Obvious to run these as well. You'd be stupid not to run Book of Moons. Next is Future Fusion. This is Foolish Burial on steroids for disaster dragons. Basically, you use this with 500 dragon, and you dump any 5 dragons to the graveyard, and basically this kickstarts your swarming ability for the game, and basically creates problems for your opponent. Love this card. If this card goes to one, if this card gets banned, unfortunately I have to say disaster dragons are dead. Burial, great for recycling your wyverns and totem dragons. Cold Wave and Trune, great for creating OTKs. Love and hate Cold Wave. It's a love and hate relationship. Love it when I use it, and I hate it when it's used against me. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole, staples to run. 2 Solemn Warnings. I run 2 mainly because I've tried 3. 3 is too much in terms of life point cost, and 1, and I tried running 1, just don't see it half the damn time. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, staples to run. Torrential, Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, Burst Breath, and Deep Prison. Burst Breath is a staple to run Disaster Dragons. It's a great sweeper. It can clear an entire board, all your opponent's monsters by just tributing a mass dragon, since a lot of monsters nowadays have low defense. And Deep Prison, main reason why I'm teching this is because whenever I get Trunated or Cold Wave, my opponent swarms the field, and usually what I have on the field is what I have face down is cards that will be activated in response to monster summoning. So after your opponent swarms, basically those face downs are useless. So that's why I'm taking Deep Prison, working it very nicely now. Next, what I have are the extra deck, 5-headed, uses with Future Fusion, dump any 5 dragons, gets your combos going really easily. Next, what I have is 2 Stardust Dragons, obvious to run them, Ghost Rare, not sure whether you can see these. Next is Red Dragon Archfiend, great for getting rid of a lot of defensive monsters and walls that your opponent may throw at you. Next is Blackwing Dragon. A lot of people don't run him, but the main reason why I run him is because a lot of random burn decks pop up at my locals, and one thing that no one expects is a burn deck, and this deck kind of has a lot of trouble with burn decks if I do not get the Prime Material Dragon out on the field fast enough. Next is Scrap Dragon, staple. Darken Dragon, make him with Vice Dragon, good card to run. Next is Gungnir. I'm able to make him because of Blizzard Dragon, and good card to run. Testing him out, and he's working very nicely. Creates good pluses when I ditch my Totem Dragons and my Wyverns to graveyard to pop cards on the field. Next is Explorer Dragonwing. Good card to destroy light monsters or Blackwings when you're afraid of an Honest or Kalut. Next is Black Rose Dragon. Staple to run. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I run this now because of Gravekeepers. Next is Goyo, Bryanak, Iron Chain, Ally Justice Catastor, and that's mainly it. And that's my Disaster Dragon deck for you guys. Hope you like it, and comment, rate, subscribe, and peace.